Zhilei Zhang versus Agit Kabayel. Now, Kabayel is a guy that you've been high on for quite some time as a
When nobody
prospect.
knew him. No, I was touting him when nobody knew him. I'm just saying.
That's right.
That's all.
And it's been a couple years now. You also were touting him and backed him when he pulled off the upset as the underdog versus Sanchez in Saudi Arabia. He's getting a big opportunity here. He's climbed up the rankings, and he's fighting the 41-year-old Zhang. What do you make of this heavyweight matchup?
Zhang, again, you don't know when Father Time shows up and knocks on his door. And if he does knock on his door, he's got to knock. He's going to have to get he's going to have to get a step ladder to knock on the door because Zhang he's a tall door, Rich. He's a tall door. So if Father Time knocks on Zhang's door, he have to do it from a step ladder. Zhang has power. I mean, if you call a guy Bang Bang Zhang, I guess he's got power, right?
Big Bang
So
Zhang.
a Big Bang Zhang. That sounds good. And I love the people who manage him. You know, the children, the sons of the late great, probably the greatest ref of all time. I mean, Artur McCanty was great too, but Mills Lane and maybe one of the greatest human beings of
My
all
favorite
time.
all
Yeah,
time growing up.
yeah, yeah. How could he not be? I mean, one of the great human beings, besides great ref of all time, former Marine, former district attorney, just a good human being. Mills Lane, just tremendous. And his son seemed to be cut from the same cloth. So they have him. Uh, we know the people, the manager that has Kabayel. He came over here, matter from Germany, and brought a fighter for me to look at, asked me to train him. A good kid, a good fighter, but I just wasn't able to say yes to training him. But uh, he's also does a good job as a manager. It's an interesting fight. But the thing for me with Caballero, who's obviously younger and not as known and hasn't been on this stage, can he handle this stage? I think he can because of his background, the part of the world he comes from. I think he can handle the stage for the spotlight here. We know Zhang can. Uh, I I think that Caballero is a book unread. You know, Zhang is a book that's well read. We've read it. We've seen it. We know what's in the chapters. There's no surprises. Caball's still a book that we haven't been through all the pages in a book. So now we don't know about him. I think I know him pretty good. And just from my knowledge of what this boxing business is about, watching him, there's he's one of those guys that more to him than the cover of the book. You know, I always say that whole saying, you can't judge a book by its cover. He don't look like much when you see him. Like he doesn't get you crazy. But he when he gets in the ring with you, his defense is good enough. He can counter punch. He go get you. He'll get in the trenches with you and go to the body. And he'll sap you. And he's tough. And he's mentally tough. He'll sap you. And he's smart enough to do it without getting zapped or bang bang by Zhang, the bang. Um, so I think that he'll do a little of both. He'll box, he'll control the outside, he'll try to get Zhang to walk into counters, he'll try to give Zhang to give up his height, his size. And then at the end of the day, when he has to go inside with the bigger guy, the behemoth of a man, where most people would say, don't go there, he'll go there. He'll go there because he's confident. He's confident with his skills and with his mind, with his mental approach, that he believes he could do it and he will do it. And I think that he's more dimensional than Zhang. And because of that, I'm sure Zhang will probably be the favorite because he is the book that's better read and he has been in there with the better opposition. But I'm going with Caballero to really, really this time step out on that stage and introduce himself to the world, which he started to do. But now I think this will be his real coming out party.